Hey, it looks like we're live. How's everybody doing? I'm looking at the comments. I'm not even paying attention to the to the time. I just want to watch the how's everybody doing? It's good to be with everybody this week. Highlight of my week and to spend some time with y'all. What a pleasure. It's a good day to work on leather. And if we can't work on leather, it's a good day to talk about working on leather. Absolutely. Then we can go home this evening and work on some leather. I think that's why we're happy people. We always know, at home, late in the evening, we got something fun to work on. All kinds of great comments. I almost forgot. I looked down. Oh, crap. It's 3. Let's get started. Let's light this candle. So I hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's got something good on your cutting table. I'm just going through these reading out. Y'all, everybody, thanks for being here. I'm going to do my best to make it worth our time. But thanks everybody for joining in. Jerry King, I hope you're doing all right. Dean, Ralph, Jim Jenkins, first one in my shop today. Jim, I hope you're doing all right. Oh, look at everybody. Nan, good to see your name pop up, Nan. Let's see. All right. So somebody's asking what's on everybody's table. And let's see, Ralph, I got a big mess on my table right now. Got to clean again. Tables just they don't I did a massive shop cleaning, at least on this end of my shop. Took a whole Saturday. One project, it's a mess again. Just that's all it takes. I'm not one that's gonna go pick out the tool from where it's supposed to be, right? Take it over, use it, take it back, right? Ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna work. Everything has a place, everything in its place. Yeah, my place is on the right end of my cutting table. So, so yeah, feel your pain on that one. Um, let's see. I think, okay, Jerry, I have 3 holsters on my table. What does everyone else have on theirs? There you go, Jerry. Thanks for getting that question out there early. Let's see. Okay, Nan. Right now, a covering. My table is in the living room and it has to be neat. But Nan, nonetheless, it's probably a comfortable place to work. Absolutely. And that's one of the big points. Carrie's with us. What are you about a month and a half from 900 days? Beautiful discipline. Absolutely beautiful discipline, y'all. Let's see. Okay. Dean, I am so far behind. My bench is full of things that need to get done. Really? Yeah, I don't have that problem. Yeah, right. I've got well, if we don't count the bin of failures over there, which I'm gonna get to, I'm gonna pull the right. Yeah, 10 years later, that bin just keeps getting deeper and deeper. Now it's starting to spill over the edges. I need to back up, but who's gonna do that when we've got new projects we can work on, right? Yeah, that's old news. Let's pick up something new and start because there's so many possibilities. We got some good stuff, fun stuff to talk about. So right off the bat, let's do this. And I think we have a meeting once a week, a staff meeting, marketing, and we've always got an icebreaker question. Somebody brings in a question, what's your favorite band or movie? Yesterday, who's your favorite? If you were going to be a villain, what would be your choice, right? And me and Marion both picked Gru, right, from Minions. Anyway, I if somebody asks a question early in the meeting, don't really have time to come up because what villain would you want to be? Oh, if I put some thought into that, all kinds of ways to go. It'd have to be a good villain, right? It's got to be a good villain. But my thought and I almost brought it up in the meeting. How about we ask the question at the end of the meeting so that everybody has a whole week to think about it? Now, that's just my opinion. But where I'm going with this is let's talk about this today. So, what are some of the odd things you have in your shop that are by no means leather tools, but we absolutely use? I got a bunch of sample. I know I forgot the word samples. Really? Right? Oh, good. Anyway, so what are some of the crazier things or things just out of left field that you use in your shop that help you with your projects? So go and start thinking about that. Drop those in, but also it's a giveaway week. We got a good giveaway this week. It's one of my favorites. I pushed for 3, not 1, but 3. Granted permission. So we're going to talk about that here at about 15 after the hour, but it's one of my favorites. We've got a good giveaway this week. Actually, it's a good giveaway, but it's going to be tough to nail it down. There's so many possibilities. To get down to 3, that's going to be tough. but I've got my opinion. I'll toss in some options there and see what you think. So anyway, giveaway week. I hope it's going to be a good giveaway. It's going to be a tough one. But anyway, so let's start off here. Let's talk some leather. Yeah, let's talk some leather. Once in a while, I get completely off the subject. Sorry about that. We'll stick with leather, but we're going to talk about some fun stuff today. Let's see. All right. So first off, over the last month, give or take, I've been able to get up to the mothership, and we had a show in Sheridan, and this weekend got to hit the Georgia Fair. Where I'm going with this, I got to meet a lot of y'all, and I wish it could be everybody. Everyone here, I would love to meet and maybe go out to dinner, just take some time to visit, sit down, talk, away from everything else. But the point is that everybody that stopped me and said hello and talked for a little bit, that's absolutely a pleasure, and it is one of the highlights of being at a show or the grand opening anniversary at the mothership. Just great to meet y'all. Some great people. We really are. I just I if I had to name somebody in the leathercraft industry that, don't really think a lot of, I would be hard pressed to come up with somebody. Not even sure I can, because we're all just greatest craft and greatest people. And I know I say that a lot, but I feel like I can't say it enough, often enough, or loud enough. What great people. I mean, look at the comments. I almost forgot to go live today. Hey, Chuck, it's kind of wrapped, let's, let's pay attention. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. In fact, for the new folks, every week or every other week when I start writing my script, under the, tricks and tips for the new folks, I just, I just want to put in pay attention, you know, and I come up with something better, something more to talk about, but I just can't stress that enough. Pay attention. But it's one of the things. I say that because I absolutely am the worst for paying attention. I, well, now, on a project, in our defense, um, we're working on our step, on whatever step we're on, but in the back of our mind, we're kind of thinking, what's that next step? How am I going to attack that? What's going to work? Is there some worry there? Is it going to work? Is my die going to take, or my antique? So in our defense, we're kind of typically thinking maybe one, two, maybe even three steps out. So paying attention kind of tends to fall to the background, right? Yeah. Anyway, so I'm the last person in the world that ought to be preaching, let's pay attention. But nonetheless, it is still a good point. So anyway, one more point. Jill and I just by chance got to go to the Ren Fair, Georgia Ren Fair this weekend. That's our home fair. Um, it was kind of a last minute decision, and there's like 10 or 12 of us. Excuse me. I am still trying to get over a cold I've had for weeks now. Anyway, so 4 or 5 people actually stopped me and said, "Hey, you're Chuck." And look, yeah, one gentleman showed me a belt he did some stamping on. It was beautifully done. Very well done. A basic project like that looks so good. And so many folks in costume would stop and say hello. Y'all, thanks a million. Makes my day to get to talk to folks. That's my favorite part. Running a retail store, my days flew by simply because I think the best part of that job is talking to people. And when I talk to people, that clock just spins. The day flies by because everybody, first off, very friendly, inquisitive, got great ideas. We just love to talk leather, right? So I think that was my favorite part of the job. Y'all, that exactly right, y'all. So, but nonetheless, Jill and I had a great time. I think I learned I might be too old to wear the armor for long periods of time. Yeah. Well, one spin and a couple of beers, we were done. I mean, about 1:30, 2 o'clock, we are done. My thought was, I got this cool doublet. We've seen it in some videos. Looks good, very period. So my thought was, well, let's go back out to the truck. Let's sit down, rest for a minute, relax. Let's put on the lighter costumes, go back in and maybe do a little shopping, looking around and whatnot. Yeah, no, done. Where's the Tylenol? I hurt. But what I did figure out now, my suit, once you get everything on it, it's 13 to 15 ounce saddle skirting. It's pretty heavy. Well, when I first put it on, actually, it is very comfortable for a suit of armor. Sits nicely, sits comfortably on my waist and my shoulders. Well, after about 3 hours in that, yeah, because all that weight is basically on your shoulders. My chest connect to my cuirass. Cuirass has got chainmail on it, the pauldrons, counters, besiges, all that. What I think I may have figured out is when I came back to my shop and put my armor up on the armor stand, actually, my leather cloak, I think weighs as much as the cuirass. If it doesn't, it's pretty damn close. So maybe don't say it. Don't say it. I might need to go to a fabric cloak. No, I don't care if I hurt or not. I'm gonna wear a leather cloak with the armor. Absolutely. But I thought that was funny. Maybe that's part of the problem with the weight on the armor. So I'm gonna have to try it again. I'm gonna have to test it again. Go to Ren Fair. So we're looking for Ren Fairs, the maybe somewhat close or not. We need to get out. Texas Ren Fair. We always talk about going to TRF, the grandfather, one of the two granddaddies of Ren Fairs. But we are at least talking about that. It's like herding cats to get 10 of us together at one point. Some of us work weekends, some of us do a lot of work on the weekend anyway, right? So, but nonetheless, where I'm going with this, if you haven't been to a Ren Fair, they're great family entertainment. The food and like Atlanta is a smaller fair, but I don't know if they've got 6 or 8 or 9 stages where they have a different act every hour, and I think the acts work around to the different stages. The point is, great, fun, family entertainment, and the vendors. And they jury these, so you don't get in selling cheap production crap, right? Just some absolute creativity. The leather shops, there are just, oh, anyway, drinking horns, leather shops, sword shops, clothing. I could kill a credit card in that. The doublets and the dresses and the hats. And anyway, we'll move on from the Ren Fairs. The point is, if you haven't been to one, give it a shot. I think you'll have a fun day, great family day. So anyway, those seem to me to be getting a little bit hard to find. But anyway, for everybody that stopped and said hello, bless your heart. Makes my day, absolutely. And thanks for taking a minute to talk to me. Absolutely. So, okay, let's see. I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. We had a long weekend there. That always falls the weekend after Sheridan. It's not even on my mind. Sheridan, we're teaching the classes, judging, working the booth, getting there, getting back, all the logistics of it. Yeah, that kind of takes up all my thought. And then Memorial Day comes along, and we made no plans whatsoever. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm still trying to get over this. Anyway, so didn't do anything on Memorial Day. I worked. Actually, I think one of the days I cleaned my shop. Woohoo! Wow, Chuck, you really know how to party. Yeah, I used to know how to party. Now I can't party anymore. Right? The Rent Fair kind of proved that. But nonetheless, let's see. Oh, we got a heat wave coming across the U.S. Grew up in Houston. Y'all stay cool best you can. That's a tough one. It will go away. Absolutely. It will pass. But boy, I can remember some of those days growing up in Houston. Hot and humid. Oh, man. Air that you can cut with a knife. But nonetheless, loved growing up in Texas. Absolutely. And it's the people, a lot like leather crafters, just genuine, friendly people. I think it's all the contact cement we breathe. That's just my opinion. That glue, no, top coat. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Not serious. But anyway, let's see what we've got. I've got some stuff on my work table, but I can't really go into detail because I'm going to shoot videos on this. But I'm hoping we got some good videos coming up. We got 2 coming up that we've been needing to do for a long time. Absolutely. And I think I'm knocking out a leather element now. Got a leather element behind that. Those are 2 quick shoots. And then I jump into some of these bigger videos. So, looking forward to those. The leather elements are fun because they're tricks and tips and things like that. But the project videos, that's the fun part of it. Anyway, so let's see. Nan. Okay, I'm way behind here. Sorry. Nan Parsons. I have a couple of things in the works. Let's see. Oh, you know what that means. Oh, it's giveaway time. Hold on. All right. So, all right. Let's see with Nan. Let's see, a golf ball sleeve, okay, and a purse, good, and lots of things that I need to finish that I started many moons ago. Again, hey, Nan, Dean, why don't we start our own club? Things we haven't finished yet. I bet, well, yeah, we'll get coffee cups and blazers. We'll do a convention in Vegas, right? We'll bring all the things we haven't done yet, haven't finished yet, because again, I'm not going to go into details. Oh, damn, that pile keeps growing. And I swear, don't right. I mean, I've got on that work table over there. I know it's hard to point in reverse on camera. Um, I still got a briefcase, and every time I walk by it, I say I need to put that together, but it's got some issues, and that's probably what has kept me. It's just too heavy. Everything I did on that was wrong, except the tooling. The tooling's beautiful. Yeah, geez, everything else is wrong. I lined it too heavy. And I keep looking at it thinking, you know what? We need to finish this. Year number 2. Right. Yeah, so Nan, we may just start a club, right? Yeah, let's start a club on that one. So anyway, all right, let's see. Hatter Cat. I'm glad you're with us. Nice. Thanks for jumping in, joining us. And that goes for everybody, whether you're dropping a comment or not. The important point is that you're with us. Let's spend an hour together with leather crafters. All right. We all speak each other's language, right? Yeah. So, all right. Anyway, I'm about to forget. Alarm went off. Giveaway week. And this is also our tricks and tips for the new folks. And I'm going to tie this into the product of the week. Ooh, smooth. Right? Yeah, geez, yeah, not really. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Anyway, okay. So what we're giving away, 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 of our the higher end stamp tools. Oh, I love these. Oh, I've got so much to talk about on these. But all right, well, let's get the housekeeping out of the way. So, contiguous US, first off, you got to be in the contiguous US. Y'all, I'm sorry. Shipping rates have got unnecessarily ridiculous lately. Maybe we'll see a turnaround coming soon. I hope so. But sorry about that. Contiguous US on that. So these are the nicer of the stamps. We've got 2 tiers of stamps. We've got a less expensive and a more expensive. On these, my favorite stamps. Well, first off, I think we ought to be charging more for these. Don't tell anybody in the front office that. Let's keep them where they are. I hope the boss doesn't hear that. But secondly, really quality knurling. It's got a nice brush finish, but the design on these are absolutely beautiful. Now, we've done a series where I've used a lot of these. That was like 2, maybe 3 years ago now. I don't even remember. But it's, I think, 6 or 7 videos in a series of using our stamps. And we did one, I think, geometric, and one was border stamps. But this is what's funny. Okay, so anyway, let me back up. I know I'm getting excited on these. So whoever wins this at 3:45, Miriam is going to pick a winner. Excuse me. Yeah, my PB&J is fighting back. Anyway, at 3:45, Miriam's going to pick a winner. What you'll do is you're going to email us at supplyinfo@weaverbrands.com. Weaver, BRANDS.com. We're going to need your phone. I'm sorry, let me back. Need your name, shipping address, and maybe your phone. That would be helpful, though. I don't really think we're going to need that, but drop it in there just in case. Yeah, just in case we don't have something we need or whatnot. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to tell us the 3 stamps that you want. Now, here's the best part. You don't have to say that between now and 3:45. You just have to put in the word stamps, STAMPS. That's going to enter you in the contest. At 3:45, Miriam's going to pick a winner. At that point, email us, look through the website, and pick your 3 favorite tools. Now, here's my opinion, or just some options. Okay, so first off, do you need, okay, yeah, I'm on the right page. All right, so here's some hints. Well, first off, are there stamps that you need? Because these are quality edge stamps. How about bevels, backgrounders, veiners? What do you need to fill out for tooling, or technically carving? Tooling leather really is, there's two topics there. So you've got tooling, but then you've got carving and you've got stamping. technically both are tooling leather. All right. So, do you need border stamps? Well, here's one of my favorites, the barbed wire. This is the best set of barbed wires going. I love the stamp. But right here, in fact, on my armor, I've actually used that to make a crisscross design, kind of a crosshatch design. We've seen that in one of our videos, but also a great barb. That's one of the best going. One of the best barbed wire stamp sets going. Right here is a braid. Now we've got a longer and a single so we can work around corners. I have yet to use this in a video, but I absolutely am going to because that makes a cool looking braid. Think about if we hit that with an antique or paint that. Absolutely. Oh, and the geometrics. And I'm just going to run off a few here. The axe head. We can do so many things with that. Just geometrics. And let's see. In fact, this is one of my favorites. Let's see. The number on that is D2171. The double axe head. That is, I think it's X2862. Yeah, my glasses. Maybe I need to bump up a level on my glasses. Yeah, not going to do it. Same with my jeans. I'm going to wear a 32 waist until they cut me in half. Anyway, all right, so right there, we've got a basket weave with a Celtic knot in the middle. Very unique. Let's see, that is, all of a sudden my eyes aren't working. That's an X2840. Anyway, these are just some options, but some of my favorites. And we've got the Celtic, got some gorgeous camo, fluted camo tools. Anyway, the point is, enter the contest, and whoever wins, you got a little time to pick these out to spin through the website before you have to make a call. But those are simply some options. Now, this is cool because I mentioned this in a video. So, with our stamp tools, all right, of the nicer tool, I think we've got 80. I think we've got around 80 of these, give or take, but let's go with 80 because this makes a funny point. All right. So, with any one of these stamp tools, sorry, there we go. Sorry about that. Anyway, with any one of these, say, geometric stamp tools, or actually not just geometric, any one of these. All right, so there's 80 of these. We can use this stamp, say with a secondary stamp. So now we've got 80 times 80, okay? So we're just using two tools, 80 times 80. Now, with any one of these, we can work these in all kinds of designs by itself, right? We can use this in a bunch of different ways. We're not going to talk about that. But let's say we now add a second tool into the process. Ooh, fluted camo. Absolutely. Well, with that, there are so many ways we can go. And again, I think every one of these is in our video. But like right there, that's our axe tool. And I think that's called a starburst. It's the circular. Then we add in a spot. That actually looks cool. Right there is just one of the simple little Celtics. Let's see. Yeah, I've got that one right here. That's just one tool working down and then back again. Makes a cool little design. Let's see. I don't even know if I can read that. Let's see. That's a D2198. Double check me on that. Don't hold me to that because I'm having a little trouble seeing them. But that's just one tool. Well, now, how about we start adding multiple tools? And again, these are in the video, but I love this one. It's one of my favorites. In fact, let's see. Yeah, it's right there. So on this, we're going to use, outside is a large veiner. Then we've got this small Celtic tool. Then we've got a basket weave with a Celtic knot in between. And then I've dropped in 3/16-inch spots. I don't know how well we can see that, but that's one of my favorites. And then again, one way we always think of a basket weave simply as making the basket weave. Absolutely. But if we turn it on its side and make boxes and then maybe come in with that circle burst, oh, so many ways. Anyway, I know I got carried away on that. Okay, one more though, across. And I think I added this up. I think that's called, can't remember what that tool is. Wow, Chuck, you're being a big help to us, right? It's a starburst, I believe. So we've got that, a veiner. In fact, right there is the basket, or is the barbed wire stamp, the wire part of the barbed wire stamp. We've got a geometric, we've got a smaller camo, and then it looks like we've got a continuous mule's foot on that. So I think that's either 5 or 6 tools. All right, here's where I'm going with this. Okay, so we add 2 tools. We use 2 tools in conjunction with each other. So that's 80 possibilities times 80. So net right. All right. So 80 times 80, 6,400 possibilities. Let's add three stamps into that. 80 times 80, then times 80, 512,000 possibilities. We drop in four stamps, 80 times 80 times 80, and then times 80, 4.09, no, 40.9 million possibilities. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of videos. It's going to take me a lot of time to work on all those. But nonetheless, the point is with our stamp tools, pick these up, take a piece of scrap, wet it, and just have a great time. There's no telling what kind of a cool design you're going to come up with. Maybe something no one has ever seen before. Now, one more point for the folks that are new, we can wet our leather and stamp it. I would say give it a couple of good passes. We want it to turn to a chestnut color. Let's give that maybe 15 minutes. Let that water wick in. Well, we're going to get a pretty good stamp impression on that. But we want the best chance of success. By doing that, we want to case our leather. So with just a scrap piece, if we're just playing, just wet that leather and get a couple of stamps going, see what you come up with. But when we get that really cool design, now let's case our leather. We've got a good video on that. Now, it sounds like a big process. It is not. It is simply water in a baggie. So what I'm going to do to case my leather, same for stamp or for carving, tooling leather all together. What I want to do is I'm going to take this piece of leather and I'm going to soak this in water for maybe 8 to 10 seconds. Some say until the bubbles stop bubbling. Or the funniest thing, and if you haven't done this, but you do, or those of us who have, wait till the elves stop screaming, right? You'll see what I'm talking about. Or if you've cased a piece of leather, you know exactly what I mean. But anyway, let's take that piece of leather out of the water and let's let that sit. Let's just let that air dry. I might say for about 45 minutes, maybe to an hour. We just want that excess water to evaporate out. Okay. Easy enough thus far. Let's put this in a baggie and let's leave this in the baggie anywhere from eight hours to 4 or 5 days. That means that water is going to get absolutely consistent through that piece of leather. All right, one more step. Let's take it out of that baggie. Now let's let it air dry to a point where it's going to start looking like it's back to its natural color. But when we pick it up and we can feel it, we can feel the moisture in it. But the best part, well, now we don't have so much moisture in there that each stamp is going to be mushy. Here's a great example. Like a mud, like a mud puddle where the water has recently dried out and we've just got thick mud. You throw a rock into it and that mud doesn't splatter, it just pushes out, right? That's what our stamp is going to do if our leather is too wet. It's going to be a mushy stamp. But if we let that leather air dry until it starts to return to its natural color, but we can still feel that, you aren't going to believe how crisp, clean, and easy that stamp impression goes in. It's going to be beautiful. The point there, let's take our time and let's give ourselves the best opportunity for the best outcome. Casing our leather, that's exactly the way we do that. So, okay. So with our stamps, we're going to type in the word stamps, and that will enter you into the contest. I hope you pick some good stamps because they're beautiful. Now, I'd like to toss this in here too. When you pick your stamps, buy a couple, buy an extra one or two so I can keep my job, right? Yeah. Or find those combinations that you think are really going to be cool. Because again, putting all these stamps, 40.9 million possibilities, I guarantee you're going to come up with some stamp design nobody's ever seen before. And it's yours and it's going to be indicative of your work. I came up with one and I don't see it here. Oh, I don't see it here. I wish I'd thought of that before now. Trying to think if I've got a sample. Anyway, it's the circle starburst. It's got the axe heads on all four sides. It's got the shell. Let me see if I brought a shell over here. Oh, yeah, the shell. This is cool. This goes in so many places. All right, let's see what this is. That's a G2283. No, I'm sorry, 2281. It's pretty small numbers. Actually, they're marked very well. Very quality tools. But anyway, so I've got a shell on each side of that circular piece and then a mule's foot or a camo on the outside of that. Very Victorian. almost a steampunk look, but it really fills out a small area nicely. Okay, that's enough of stamping, right? We've been there for the day. But anyway, I hope you picked 3 great stamps, and I hope they're cool. So, congratulations in advance to the person that wins. Now, let me just get back over to that because I kind of blew through that. If you want to, drop your name in, drop in stamps that enters you into the contest, and then you know what? We'll come back to this at 3:45 because 3:45 is going to be here faster than I can imagine. All right, so we've got that going. Now, what I'd like to do, step back over here because I just see the comments flying by, and I want to say hello to everybody, just not possible. So if I don't get to say hello to you, especially folks that are new, please forgive me. There's a bunch of these coming through, but on that same coin, thank you for yeah. There's job security, and y'all, it looks like these are great, and everybody gets some good fun, maybe some good tricks and tips. Got to be very careful on that one. We don't want to reverse that one around, or this is going to go blue real fast, right? So anyway, so night for today, Joshua. Greetings all. I missed 4 out of the last 5 being either without signal or having a lawnmower blow up and having to take it apart and put it back together again. I'm glad you have that ability. If my lawnmower blows up, I got to take it to somebody. I'm not getting into that. Well, first off, I can attempt to fix it, but what's going to happen is now I'm going to have to take it to somebody. I'm going to have to pay to get it back to where it was so that they in turn can fix it. Yeah, I've learned that throughout my life. You know what? Just take it, get it repaired. And that's the point on a lot of different subjects too. Has anybody got that feeling, right? I'm gonna screw it up worse. It's gonna cost me more now that I tried to fix it. So, oh, everybody, Carrie jumping in. Yes, hello. Susan M. Hello, everyone from New Hampshire. Ooh, great weather day today. Hope all of you are doing well. Susan, right back at you. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy those pretty days. Yeah, same here. We've got some thunderstorms moving through. Um, and last night, what a perfect evening. I was in the shop working on a project. Y'all will see this here in the near future. But there was a thunderstorm going across just north of us. So I could see a little bit of lightning in the window. I could hear a little thunder. Got some music going, tucked in, safe, warm, dry, working on a project. Those are good days. Those are good days. So, all right, let's see. Brian Hudson, afternoon, folks, from a sunny Portland, Oregon. Nice. I bet it's beautiful out there. A little sun coming through. Very nice. Let's see. I'm going to try to jump down. Let's see. Dawn Green. Dawn, glad you're with us. Good to see your name pop up. Let's see. Yay, I remembered the live. I'm glad I did. I almost didn't today, right? But anyway, hi from Eastern North Carolina. We are not far apart. I'm up in Northeast Georgia. Oh, North Carolina is beautiful. Both ends of the state. You're kind of like Georgia. You got the coast and you got the mountains and you got everything in between. Absolutely a beautiful state. Nice. There's one here. Sorry. I'll stop apologizing. Let's see. Okay, Susan M. Oh, because this just jumped out. Using Weaver's Western Crunch leather. The red color is the best seller. That is beautiful. I love the Western Crunch. It's a great leather. Maybe we can give some of that away. In fact, I tell you what, let's do that. Next giveaway, I might try to sneak one in next time. Maybe nobody will notice. Yeah, Chuck, you're on a live. Right. Okay, I'm going to jot that in because, oh, there we go. Okay, I got that in. Next live, I might be, something from my shop but maybe we can sneak one through. Sneak one through with the live. Oh, good. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Blue Rose Lion. Nice. Hi, Dean. Hi, everybody. Big hello right back to Blue Rose Lion. Love the name. Absolutely. But more than that, glad you're with us. I hope it's worth your time. I really do. You're amongst good people. And that's a good point. Anybody that's new, jumping in, haven't been here before, come on in, make yourself comfortable. You are amongst some very good people. If you've got good questions going, uh-oh. Are we still live? Oh, there we go. Oh, so I don't know. I don't know. We froze there for a second, but I think we're back and I think we're okay. Anyway, what I was saying was if you're new or it's your first time here, please come in, make yourself at home, be comfortable amongst these folks. You just picked up 10,000 friends and they are all great people. Absolutely. So, all right. Crystal Hennington is with us. Let's see. Oh gosh, really? Let's see. I'm at a Ren Fair in Oregon. Wow. Oh, I was Denver, Oregon, Minnesota, Scarborough, TRF. Oh, there's so many that I want to visit. Maybe one day, but again, sorry. I'm still getting over this. Picked up something on the airplane or one of the airports, 6 airports, 4 airplanes, and a show. Gee, can't imagine I picked something up. I just wish it would go away. Anyway, what I was saying is if you're new or your first time here, come on in, make yourself at home. You're amongst great, very friendly people. Um, Vanessa Kitty. Oh, in-laws are in northwest corner of Georgia. Oh, it's a pretty part of the state too, up there, kind of where Bama, Georgia, and Tennessee come together. Oh, I love Chattanooga too. Small town with everything you need. I think in rush hour you can go across Savannah or Savannah. Love Savannah too. But Chattanooga, everything's there and it's absolute rimmed by those beautiful mountains of Tennessee River. Love Chattanooga, absolute. Love to live there. We've always talked about that. Uh, let's see. Oh, Tom Leary. I could go pro with screwing things up. We're going to create that club too. Yeah, I screw things up club. Hats, coffee mugs, blazers. Again, we'll do a convention in Vegas. Um, let's see. Oh, Billy Blaze is with us. Billy, good to see your name pop up. Absolutely. Y'all, what a pleasure. Uh, let's see. And the bass singer. Very nice. Hello again from South Central Indiana. Another beautiful state with good people and good food. Every state. I know I say that, but I mean it. Every state that I've ever been to, friendly people, good food, and beautiful geography. Absolutely. So glad you're with us nonetheless. Uh, Vanessa Kitty, okay, Redstone Arsenal was the first place I transferred to from Lackland AFB. Yeah, after basic in 80. You have to bring that up? Right. Yeah, after my ordeal at the Ren Fair, starting to feel like I'm too old to wear the armor. Yeah, crap. I graduated high school in 80. Oh, man. 80 with a 19 in front of it. Man. Uh, all right, let's see. TJ Dennis. There we go. Tom Leary. Oh, I'll be at the convention. Yeah, there you go. Uh, oh, let's see. Ulf Goat Rider. Stamps. Yeah, just punch in stamps. STAMPS. Uh, I have no one is here. Nice. West Tennessee. Oh man. Ribs. Oh, there we go. We're gonna talk about ribs now. No, la 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 la. Leather. We're gonna keep with leather and ribs. Anyway, can do some ribs, baby. Oh man, I can do some ribs on the grill. Anyway, all right. So let's see. Uh Guy Taubert, basic in 74. Nice. Let's see. Night for today. There we go. Oh, and Mike Young. Sup, Mike? Hope you're doing all right. Glad you're with us today. Um, Billy Blaze, porterhouse. Oh, Vanessa, I just finished barbecue chicken thighs. Ooh. Oh, let's see, Nan. Nan, let's see, Chuck, you are just a kid, graduated high school in 69 and still going strong, Nan. That's what counts. Absolutely. Those years are just flying by. Oh, man. I always heard the older folks when I was young, the older that you get, faster the years go by. Believer, absolute believer now, right? So let's see. I am no one. USA retired 88. Nice. Let's see. Oh, man, Gunsmith Flamma, Italy. Really? Oh, oh, my wife's Italian, technically Sicilian. That's one place at the top of the list we wanna go. Italy. Oh, the food and the people and the history and the geography. Oh, man. I'll make you a deal. You know what? When the lottery falls in my lap, we're on a boat or an airplane. Boat. Oh, with that. Oh, man. A couple of days at sea. Oh, man. Ah, yeah. I don't make entertainment money. I make leather money. Yeah. So, so our vacations are close by, right? Anyway, um, yeah, I haven't fallen into that independently rich thing yet. I don't know if I'm starting to give up hope on it. We don't play the lottery, right? Do you? Ah, when it gets really big, I'll buy a couple of tickets. But oh, this is okay. This is God telling me, don't waste your money. I'll show. All right. So I think the time before last, yeah, it took me, to get the hint, right? So we bought, I don't know, you get like, what is it, like six numbers and you buy a card. Anyway, I spent like 30 bucks on a card. And there was, I don't know how many, there were like ten sets of numbers on there. So it's like 60 or 70 or 80 numbers. I don't know. I don't play enough to really, right, have all the stats. Where I'm going with this is that out of all those numbers, we matched one number. Really? Okay. Hint received. Well, we played again. So the hint had to be taken twice. But I'm like, oh man, really? I mean, take $30, wad it up, and just throw it in the trash can. Oh, but it's going to the education system. Yeah, I doubt. Right. Anyway, so all right, let's see. Okay. Oh, Pam, let's see. There's been pouring rain here in Southwest Washington for 3 to 4 days. And today the sun is out. The sky is blue and green while fluffy clouds and everything is gray with great white puffy clouds. Sorry about that. And everything is, oh, Pam, I bet it is. Man, the rain comes, that rain pops out, and that green just pops. Oh, man, I bet it is beautiful. Haven't been to the northeast corner of our country, and I am sorry about that. That behavior needs to be corrected, Mr. Torrance, right? Yeah. About The Shining? Anybody a Shining fan? With Jack? Yeah, here's Johnny. Oh, man, I got a poster of that somewhere. Him sticking his head through that bathroom door. Oh, he looks absolutely lunatic. Here's Johnny. Um, and I've heard that that wasn't from The Tonight Show. He was in Europe shooting a movie, came back, but didn't know that Ed McMahon said, and here's Johnny. He didn't know that. So there was not a tie in there. Um, just a little fun fact that I heard, nothing to do with leather. We'll get back to leather. Uh, Oh, let's see, Brian Hudson, basic in '94. Y'all, let me say right now, thank you for serving our country. Absolutely. And the same for our police, all of our first responders. Y'all do a job I couldn't do. I'm not built for it. So God bless each and every one of you for the job you do for all of us. Absolutely. Let's see. Okay, Brian, basic in '94. Oh, right down the road from Chuck in Columbus. Oh man, yeah. Uh Georgia in the summer doesn't agree with me. I agree with you. Yeah, we're on the same boat with that one. Oh man, it's beautiful up to like in the early July. Yeah, then the heat and the humidity comes in. Now I'm whining about heat and humidity when the folks in Houston, yeah, they're like, now I can bitch about our. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I can complain about our traffic because, oh, baby, if you're going to go anywhere in Atlanta, take the time it takes to get there, double it. You might be on time, you might not. Anyway, okay. So let's see as the time absolutely flies by, almost 3:45 right now. All right, so let me do this. Let me go ahead and cancel that because it's 3:44, so it doesn't go beep beep beep, and I'll go Um, let me jump back over. Uh, okay. All right, Miriam is saying, need to hold the samples closer to the camera. I will try to do that. Sorry, I didn't see that because I was set on the timer. All right, let's see if I can pull this off. So on this one, I think we've got a pretty good shot of that one. Okay, so that's the longest veiner. That is the basket weave tool with the Celtic knotwork in the middle. And that little Celtic tool. It's a board. I think it's technically a meander stamp, but let me back up to that one, see if I can find it. Oh, and I don't want to take all y'all's time going through all of this, but if it will help, that's one of my favorites. So let's see. That is a D2198, and it's one of my favorites because that connects to, it's a pretty close match to another Celtic looking knot, and that is D2194. All right. Right here again, let's see if we can see that. This one is that same little half Celtic meander tool. Let's see. Oh, in our middle. Oh, that's one of my favorites too. Let's see if I've got that one. Okay. Love that because it actually makes almost a dog bone look towards the end. Again, if you go back to the series of videos on stamping, you can get a much better look at these. Plus, I've got a small inset that shows what each tool is. But on this one, this is D2171. That's the geometric, and that's the longer of the Vayner tools. Oh, there's so many ways to go here. Anyway, that's the majority of the samples I've got. All right. Okay, we've got a winner. Gunsmith Fiamma. Is that Flamma? I'm just having trouble with my eyes right now. Gunsmith Fiamma is our winner. Congratulations, absolutely. All right, so here's what you need to do. Email us at supplyinfo@weaverbrands.com. We're going to need your name, your shipping address, phone number. Just put that in there just in case, but also your 3 choices of stamps. And you got time now. You don't have to come up with those right now. You've got a little time. I would suggest going back to our series on stamping, just take a quick spin through those. In fact, this will help. So you don't have to watch every one of those. If I remember correctly, in the opening shot on each one of these, I've got the samples that we're using. So when you see a design or a stamp that you like, then you can spin through that video. You'll find I put little insets in when we use that tool. That'll tell you exactly what the tool is, but you can get a better look at it. So, well, congratulations on that one. Absolutely. That's a good giveaway, in my opinion, because I love the stamping. I can carve, absolutely love it. Love the Celtic stuff. The floral, the pictorial, not my thing. The floral, everybody does the floral. I like the Celtic knotwork. It just the engineering of the Celtic and the history behind it. So anyway, congratulations. Thanks for playing. All right. How cool is that? I'm so glad you won. Because I love these tools and I just can't say enough about them. Nonetheless, all right, congratulations on that. Don't hesitate to email us. If you didn't get everything, we've got an email right on the website. You can easily email that. That email will go to exactly the person that you need to talk to. So congratulations on that. And we are now down to 350. I need to get my butt in order here. All right, so let's do this. At the beginning, I mentioned we'll probably do more of this next time because we've kind of got short because I can't shut up, right? Yeah, getting me to talk about leather, it's not an issue. The trick is getting me to shut up. All right, so what are some of kind of the crazy things in your shop that have nothing to do with leather that actually are a big help to us in our leather craft? All right, I've got just a couple here, but this will be fun too because that is my original sewing pony 2x4s and 2 carriage bolts. So you can open this up. Yeah, that's my original sewing pony. I still use this. Like when I'm doing a large pouch or like say a briefcase, because this will hold that briefcase while I sew on the upper gusset. I can flip it around. That will slide down into the briefcase, and it actually holds it pretty sturdy, so I can sew the other gusset in. Here's one that's a big help. Now, really, I use this only on armor because we've got a lot of the pauldrons and cowders, the articulated stuff. Railroad track, not easy to find, and it's by means no, it is not lightweight, but you can tell I have actually used this to some extent. Oh, and that one's heavy. Here's a funny one. Okay, how about a coat hanger? Can't possibly imagine what we're going to use a coat hanger for in our leather shop. I use these all the time because if I've got a bunch of little billets, like the little tongues or buckle sides, I can put these on my coat hanger, dip dye them, lift them up, and because we got a hook on that, I literally hang them and walk away. I can dye I can dye 20 billets in like 8 seconds and walk away. It actually takes longer to clean my bin than it does to dye my billets. We probably all have one of these, the rolling pin. Now, at Weaver, we've got some very nice rollers, but the largest, I can't remember now exactly how wide. It's plenty wide, but I have used this. I've had this in my shop. Look at that. I've even bent it. I've used this so much. But one cool trick here is if we put packing tape on it and use it, then if we by chance get some dye or glue, top coat antique on that, we can pull that off, put some new tape on it, and we're not going to trash our next project. Here's a cool one. Here's a cool one because, excuse me, I know I'm on a roll here. All right. We've got our Chicago screws. We've got floral cap Chicago screws. They're really nice. They look good. They're a little bit Western, but you really can't see enough detail to determine that they're Western. So what I like to do, I've got just a piece of board here, and I've drilled some 3/16-inch holes in this. So now we can drop a Chicago screw cap in there. We can hit that with spray paint, just give it a light rub, and now we've actually got colors in our Chicago screws. There's blue, green, yellow. That's more lightly done with a black spray paint and a little bit more heavily with a spray paint. But yeah, who would have guessed on that one? Oh, and one more, because we talk about this all the time, but this is a big help to us in our leather shop. A simple, inexpensive jigsaw. We can do so many things with this. Now, all right, first off, we can cut all kinds of forms and molds for our wet forming. I mean, we can do stars, we can do circles, we can do half moons with just plywood, inexpensive plywood or inexpensive wood from any hardware store. But here's another good point, and I kind of thought about this last minute. With that jigsaw, I've made most of my armor stands, and I've got a saddle stand for my wife. It's in our bedroom, right? So, because ain't no other place to put it. But it's a 2-tier saddle stand, and in the bottom, I've got a base to where she can keep extra pieces and parts of tack. So a simple jigsaw can be the biggest help to us in our leather craft shop. There's a couple more here. This is simply bar stock. We can buy this from any hardware store, inexpensive, but it's a good solid straight edge, but it's kind of thick too. So if we use this as a straight edge, very little risk that our blade is going to jump our straight edge and end in our finger. I've got several of those. I don't know what I set that for, but it's $354 anyway. The point is, look at this thing. I've been using this for 30 years. Got a little non-slip on the back. But the funniest thing, and the camera can't really pick this up, but I've used this as a straight edge so much, it actually bows in a little. I can't use it anymore. It gives me a bowed cut. But anyway, all kinds of things we can use in our shop that we would just never think of. One more, because I want to put this out as a warning. Make sure y'all don't get in trouble. That's one of the... How many things do we have in our kitchen that make absolutely wonderful wet forming molds? Right. I have used this forever. I know I've got some dye in that. A little deglazer will take that out. The point is, and I'm going to keep us from getting in trouble, when we use something from our kitchen, let's make sure we return it. That's a big point of friction, right? Between leather crafters and non-leather crafters, right? Our spouses borrowing stuff and not returning it. Or even worse, return it with dye on it, right? So A, let's clean it up, and B, let's return it to where it's supposed to be. But oh, there's so many great tools in our kitchen. Just don't get in trouble. Or at least if you do, don't tell them it was me, right? That gave right. Okay. Anyway. All right. Last up, 355, and this is just flying by. Let's jump over to notes from the boss so I can keep my job right. All right. So, all right. Oh, Red Rock. The Red Rock leather. I love it. I love it. It's a chrome. I'm pretty sure it's a chrome. Don't hold me to that because they really cross over a lot lately. The point is, it feels like a chrome. I think it's a 3 to 4 ounce, but it's a distressed look. Very supple. I love the Red Rock. We'll use that in a video here in the near future. But Red Rock leather color, new color and weights. We've got a teal, one of my all-time favorite colors, and it's now available in 5 to 6 ounce as well. I got to get some of this. I don't even think I have this in my shop yet. I might. I'm not sure. I don't know what's in this damn shop. I got so much stuff in here. Oh, let's don't even go into that old chestnut. All right, so let's see. Also, great point. If you've got good ideas for a video, video ideas or leather element ideas or tricks or tips, drop it in because we both see that. I try to go through all of the comments from last week. Sometimes that can be quite a trick because typically our chat rate, which is comments per minute, is like between 14 and 24. So over 16 or over 60 minutes, that's like between 9 and 1,400 comments. I do my best to look at every one of them prior to the next live. I laugh, I cry. Y'all, these are great comments, and I wish I could see every one of them because while I'm talking, they're just spinning by. And I want to concentrate on these, but at the same time, I want some content, to make it worth your while to be here and to spend this time with me. So it's a battle. It's a battle. But nonetheless, if you got some good ideas for tricks or tips or videos, projects, drop them in the comments. We'll definitely see them. But also, don't hesitate to email us with a good idea. Love to see those come through. That happens regularly. I've got a schedule of what I'm going to be working on. But if a great idea pops up, that goes right into the lineup. Absolutely. I've done that a bunch. So feel free to give us some good ideas. Okay, Friday. This Friday, we're doing a skillet handle. Got a video on a skillet handle. Went with a nice, supple, a softer leather. So many ways we can go with this. But again, the video, like most of my videos, let's get a feel for it. Then we can jump into it. So I've been at this 10 years. About damn time we start jumping into some of these, right? We got a feel for about 300 videos. Hey, let's start working on these. And that's on my list to talk to the boss about tomorrow. Let's go back, take some of these projects. Now that we got a feel for it, oh, let's get creative. Let's see what we can do with these and have a good time. Those are my favorite videos. So anyway, okay, those are notes from the boss. Keeping an eye on the time here. Our product of the week, our stamping tool. Absolutely. Ooh, nice segue, Chuck. Must have really worked hard on that one. Yeah. Anyway, so our stamp tools, we've got some of the prettiest stamp tools out there. We've got a lower tier, less expensive. They're good tools. I've used those for years and years and years. And then we've got the next step up, which was our giveaway today. Those tools are half of what I think they should be. They're beautiful. I love them, good quality, and they've got some really cool head designs. So many ways we could go with stamps. So anyway, that's our product of the week and our giveaway. So, y'all, it's been an absolute pleasure to spend this time with you, more than you know. And when I get a chance to meet y'all in person, that absolutely makes my day. I just can't tell you how much it does. So, y'all, if I didn't get to see something and you needed me to see something, I'm going to leave this open for a couple minutes when we close out here. So feel free to put that in. Feel free to drop something in on an email. And y'all, what an absolute blast to spend this time with you. Absolutely. All right. So 359, we actually pulled that one off. Didn't think that was going to happen because organization, yeah, not one of my strong points by any means, but it doesn't matter. As long as a pretty project comes out of our shop, anything happens before that, don't care. Don't care, right? All right, y'all. So I hope everybody's got something good on your work table, something to look forward to. And I hope you have a great evening. Second half of your week, we got a weekend to coming. Hump day. Oh, yeah. Got a weekend coming up. So, y'all, it's been an absolute pleasure to spend this time with you. As always, the pinnacle of my 2 weeks. We'll be back together in 2 weeks. I'll see if we've got some more fun stuff to talk about. Hopefully, some good tricks, some good tips. Maybe I can come up with a good giveaway from my shop. That's always good with the boss if I take care of it. And I love doing that. So, y'all, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for being here with us. Love y'all more than you know. And, well, we got to say this. Good luck with your projects. Yeah, there we go. All right, y'all. Have a great second half of your week. And just, I love every minute of this. Don't want to stop talking. All right, so we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye, y'all.